Hey guys, this is Scott. We're going to crack open Zapier. We're going to take a look at how we're automating some of the steps for onboarding our subcontractors. So what we are going to begin with is we are going to create a custom field for vendors. And in that custom field, it's going to be a pick list. And this is where we're going to begin building our pipeline. So much like we have a pipeline for customers and for jobs, we've also set one up for our subcontractors. And so what this looks like is we have our discovered stage. This means we've met, we've found you, you found us, and we've exchanged information. Nothing's really happened yet, but we've got your information in our system for whenever we're ready to ask you for your first bid. Then we've got the bidding stage, and that's pretty self-explanatory. Once you have moved from the bidding stage and we've awarded your first project, there's a lot of things that kick in. This is most of what we're going to look at today. Then once we've done our first project, we have a step for review and then active. And review is the opportunity that we have to talk about what worked, what didn't work, so we're continuously improving how we're interacting and working with our subs. This is our stage here. And what we're going to do is we're going to go into Zapier, and we've created a Zap that is triggered when that stage is changed for a vendor. So here, we'll do the setup. Whenever a vendor is updated, we want something to happen. When that is updated, we are going to look at these paths here. Okay, so we'll come to the paths, and here's the conditions that we're setting up. Whenever a custom field onboard stage, if it contains the word award and a previous custom onboard stage exists, then this path is going to follow through. So it's that first initial time that their project has been awarded first. And we'll show you why here that works. Then whenever that happens, here are these steps. We have a step that imports to-dos. We've got a little onboarding list that's applied to the vendor account. So we have internally, we have a checklist. We create a Dropbox within folder. We create a folder within Dropbox. And while we do primarily use Jobtread is like our first source of truth, we do double back within Dropbox as like a backup for documentation and for anything that doesn't quite fit within Jobtread, things like design files, whether it's Vectorworks or SketchUp, those files tend to live within Dropbox. So we've also got this Dropbox backup. The subcontractor gets an email prepping them for what it's like to work with us for the first time. And so we've got, a little welcome that says, hey, we've awarded your first project. Here's what's next. Here's what to expect. We're going to send a request for the W-9, the COI, the subcontractor agreement, and if you're interested in getting payments through ACH, an ACH form. We've got a couple of formality steps here. This creates a timestamp that we'll use in a later step. This creates a little delay. It's about a 30-second delay, and I don't know, we just feel like that's kind of a nice little delay. Then we use a service called e-signatures, and this is where we send them the subcontractor agreement, the COI request. They can fill out these forms and attach files to them, the W-9 request and the ACH request. So when all of these steps happen, these are all the things that happen whenever we award a first proposal to a subcontract. And what this is really helpful for, this is something I want to focus on here. There's a lot of systems that do this. Like I think Hound Dog is one of them. And if you have a higher volume of subcontractors, then this system may not work for you. This is something that we've kind of built and pieced together because we don't have a lot of turnover for our subs, and we're not soliciting. We don't have a high volume of solicitation from new subcontractors. So what it does help is it kind of systemizes the few that we do onboard. And so that's why we built this. We built it because we don't need something as purpose built as say maybe some of these outside sources. So I just want to make that point clear so that when we're building this, if you have a larger company with more subs, this may not be the best setup for you. But if you're a lower volume contractor like we are, then this can be a great fit for you. All right, so let's get back to it. So this is the first Zap that gets sent out whenever we award that first project. The reception side of the Zap is we have one that we've titled Catch, and it's e-signatures. So every e-signature that comes through this Zap. It finds the vendor. This is a notification email just to me personally, so I know something happened. We received something from somewhere, and the Zap was triggered, and this primarily helps me with troubleshooting, so it's kind of why it's in there. Then we've got the different paths, and these are filtered off of the type of contract that was signed within e-signatures. Was the sub-agreement signed? If it was, then it finds that Dropbox folder, it uploads that agreement, and then it uploads it to Jobtread. Same for COI submission. If it's current, it's going to find the folder within Dropbox, add it to that folder, upload the COI to Jobtread. Looks like it's duplicated. Maybe I need to look into that. If the COI they uploaded is expired, we do have this second set of paths to capture if it was expired, and if it was, then we resend the request, and that request template within e-signatures essentially says the COI that was uploaded is expired and we'd like to get a current version. Same thing with W9. When this is brought in, it's sent up to Dropbox and it's added to Jobtread. And in those steps, when you're seeing this added to Jobtread, it's also adding things like the W9 admin tag to that file. So it's just helping us with some of these like little tasky, busy work things that when a thing happens, we need these steps to be executed. That's what this is really taking care of for us. And it's small enough scale that we can kind of watch it happen. Same thing with ACH. It's uploaded to the appropriate folders, and it is helping us basically manage the document collection from our subcontractors. So that's what we've got set up, how we're leveraging Zapier and additional services like e-signatures and Dropbox. Thanks.